Welcome to EnVision Center News, where we discuss community impact and involvement with today's nonprofit leaders and philanthropists. Welcome to EnVision Center News. I'm your host, Katie Begalke, the EnVision Center's Program and PR Coordinator. Today I'm here with Linnis Jellinek, and she is the Executive Director here at the EnVision Center. And we're going to discuss the past, the present, and the future goals of the Community Resource EnVision Center. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for doing this today.
Isn't this wonderful? We went from our office over here just like 15 feet into the Sandpoint Marketing office where we get to host these podcasts. And we're so thankful for this team that hosts these for us. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, we're really grateful to have the Chris Bassett set up the EnVision Center. Media Center.
It's an amazing resource that we get to house here in-house. So we're thrilled about that. So let's just dig in.
Okay.
First, will you share with us a brief history of the EnVision Center and how you became the Executive Director?
Okay. Well, the EnVision Center, we've been here 13 years now, and 4 years ago, in 2019, I took the position as their first ever executive director. So we went from being a board-run organization to an executive director-run organization. And so 13 years serving the community.
That is fantastic. And so how long have you been in this space that we're currently in?
Since May of 2021.
Wonderful. Okay, so you've gotten to see two buildings since you've been here.
Yeah.
And how was the shift from the board's perspective and the EnVision Center's perspective of being, well, I should actually rephrase that. You were not the EnVision Center to start with, were you?
No.
No, so what were we originally called?
We're the Sandpoint Community Resource Center.
Okay.
And we're actually pretty small. We have quadrupled our budget in 4 years. And that only comes from quadrupling the people that you serve, too. So we have served, I think the last time I looked, just under 5,000 individuals and families in the years we've been here.
That's amazing. So you've quadrupled your budget, which means that you're doing very good at your job. Can you tell us what set you up for success as the EnVision Center's executive director? Was it your past careers, alternative nonprofit experience, board involvement? What was it that got you so prepared to take on this job?
Good question. I think all three of those. I have a background in finance and in management with Charles Schwab and Company. So when I looked at this, when I look at any nonprofit, it simply is a business with a tax favored status, and you really need to run it like a business. And that's always been my approach. But and I've had other nonprofit experience, but I would say that it was the board of directors who really championed the first ever executive director and really set me up for success. And in particular, it was Becca Orchard, who really was instrumental in doing the first interviews with me and then bringing me to the board. And she's been a great mentor. And also Denise Stewart has also been a great support for me. And I just really cherish those relationships, and more importantly, I really value the trust that they've put in me.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, just to have the backing, the trust, that relationship with your board. Lucky to have you, and we're all just lucky to be involved in such a great organization. So, speaking of our organization, what is it that you love the most about the mission, the vision, and the values of the EnVision Center?
I think it's the impact, really great impact that we've made on the community, and our ability to, whether it was responding to COVID and how did we respond to the community and the needs during that time? How did we interact with other nonprofits to make sure everybody was staying in communication? Because as you know, communication got a little dicey during that time. And then recently, this year being able to respond to the housing needs that we have, whether it's people needing rental assistance or emergency hotel stays. And um, just, we responded by partnering with Idaho Housing and Finance. So this is money coming from outside our area, and we've been able to. Our recent numbers are over $312,000 since the end of March has actually been put in people's hands to help them with rental assistance or cover emergency hotel stays. And so, to me, that's impact.
Yeah, that is amazing impact.
We're really proud of this.
Yeah. The housing market is obviously a big hot topic, and something that we've heard from executive directors across the county about being one of their largest hurdles, whether it's keeping employees on because they can't afford to live here, or the homeless situation that's going on, and just keeping people employed and in their homes. So you being able to come up with that amount of money is astounding and phenomenal.
Yeah, we're just grateful that we've been able to do it. And part of that was that made this whole thing possible was getting a grant from a local foundation who granted us money to hire and train a housing resource specialist, somebody who really can keep a pulse on the market, and develop relationships with hotel managers. And, so there again, it's other people in our community believing in the work we do and believing that, they're going to deliver on housing resources. And so that,
Amazing. So let's talk about some of your biggest challenges and then alternatively your largest victory since being here the past 4 years.
Okay. I would say challenge for every executive director is fundraising, because we're in a small community and because there are so many nonprofits doing great work, and we're all talking to the same donors.
Yeah.
And, I guess one of the great things about this community is almost every social event that you see out there is a fundraiser for someone.
Yep.
And it really, I think it really creates this camaraderie for us to support each other's fundraisers, to go, to buy, to bid. And, but that is the challenge, I think.
Yeah.
Is you're constantly asking for money.
Yeah.
And greatest victory, I would say, I thought it was a great accomplishment to become an EnVision Center. And that was took involvement of the entire community. It was bringing stakeholders in the community around the table to listen to the concept, because this was Dr. Ben Carson's idea for EnVision Centers, or for underserved rural communities. And the idea is to put resources in one place, to create a hub or a one-stop shop. And so we did that actually during COVID. During 2020, we started the process, and bringing Panhandle Health, the hospital, the county commissioners, the city of Sandpoint, to bring them all, into the same vision was really incredible. And then because the teams that came out, they were from, we had teams from Washington, D.C., Boise, and Seattle come to those meetings, and to have them finally say, we've never seen a community come together so quickly around an EnVision Center idea as they had as Sandpoint did. And then we were invited to submit a federal application.
Wow. Well, that speaks volumes to this community.
Yes, it does.
I think it kind of explains the reason why we have so many nonprofits in town, and why all of the fun things to do are fundraisers, because people are constantly looking for ways to give back to this amazing community. How many EnVision Centers are there?
There are 100 in the United States, and we are number 99.
Oh, wow. Wow, snuck right in there.
Yeah, just in the nick of time.
Yeah, unbelievable. So, can you just share with us where you see the EnVision Center moving and how it's going to continue to impact the community in the future?
Yes, I would love to do that. But one thing I want to clarify first,
Yeah.
back to why fundraising is a challenge. I want to just be really clear that all of our funding comes from private donors and local foundations and grants because, you know, some people receive state and federal money, but we have never received state and federal money. And I just want to be really clear about that we don't have any special funding for the EnVision Center. So we are just like every other nonprofit here locally,
Yeah.
raising money.
Good. Well, I'm glad you cleared that up. I am going to make a plug for a way to support financially the EnVision Center because I can. I'm our host. And
Yeah.
because I am the new chair for our golf tournament. And I'm so excited. So this is going to be on June 20th. It's the Monday after Father's Day. And it's going to be an excellent opportunity to sponsor a hole, to play in the tournament, to meet and mingle with other golfers and community supporters. And so I just want you to earmark your calendar for that date, June 20th.
At
At the Idaho Club.
Yes.
See, it's my first year, so we're
Yeah.
gonna work on that.
We're so grateful for the support of the Idaho Club.
Yeah.
They've been really supportive the last 2 years of this event.
Yes. So this will be the third annual,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have 22 teams participating. We're gonna have all sorts of challenges on the golf holes, and we're just looking forward to it. We're in the beginning stages, but if any donors are listening, we're going to be hitting you up soon. And if any golfers are out there and they're just waiting to hit the links, start getting your teams ready. We're anticipating it filling up fast again this year. So, okay. So back to my last question, which was, where do you see the EnVision Center moving in the future and impacting community needs?
Well, aside from becoming a fully functional